What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on CodeNamePizza. And in today's video it's going to be something that you guys have requested for so long. Like, I can't believe that I've not done this before now, but today is going to be a complete setup tour. So every single thing that I use in this office to make streams and videos every single day, I'm going to be going over with you guys today and showing you guys absolutely everything in this room you guys will see by the end of this video, and hopefully it'll allow you guys to maybe start your own streaming setup, get your own YouTube channel and start doing a few things. And also just keep in mind that everything that you see in today's video I built up over 5 years, but I am going to be giving a lot of hints and tips how you guys can start streaming and stuff that you can start with if you can't, let's say, afford some of the stuff that's in this setup, because do bear in mind it's taken 5 years to get this. Now before we jump into this video, you guys have been requesting this one for so long that Elgato actually saw you've been requesting this, and they reached out to me and said, hey, yeah, do a setup tour video, show off all the Elgato range of products that you use on a day-to-day basis, as well as all the other products you use as well, and we'll sponsor the video and we'll do a giveaway to everyone that watches the video as well. So if you guys do want to be entered into this giveaway, it's going to be super simple, and this giveaway is for an Elgato capture card, the HD60S. So if you guys ever wanted to start streaming or being a YouTuber, this is the perfect thing that you want to do if you want to go into gaming. You have this capture card, you can get content from your console and play a game and record it on your PC and upload it to YouTube. Super simple, right? Now the HD60S giveaway is in this video, and all you've got to do is make sure that you watch the full video. There'll be 5 numbers scattered around the video. Just get those 5 numbers, put them inside of the comment section along with the @ of whatever social media you use, and also bear in mind you've got to tell me which social media that is so I can contact you if you win, and also make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. And that's it. It's super simple. As well as that, you guys know I'm sponsored by Elgato, so there's a link inside the description right now to check out every single bit of the Elgato products that are on offer right now, and everything you see in this video, as well as everything else you see in this video. There'll be a link inside the description right now as well. Before we jump into this, bear in mind that my whole office is covered in crayons, covered in these chalk things that I write on the board with. So it's going to be a little bit messy. You guys are going to see a lot of colors and stuff, but just keep that in mind. But apart from that, I'm ready to jump into this. So if you guys are ready, let's do this thing. Let's do the complete setup tour of CodeNamePizza's office. I'm a little bit worried, but here we go. Hey, I'm going to be your virtual tour guide in this corner of the screen right here. This room is so difficult to record. When I moved into this house, I wanted a small room as my setup room because I didn't want a big one. To be quite honest, I wanted a smaller room just so everything fits in here that I need to fit in here. Simple as that. One thing I do want you guys to keep in mind as we do look around everything that I have inside of this room is that this room is built for my needs. Your needs might be different, but I'm going to give you the best recommendation of stuff that I have that you might need. Also, keep in mind that this has been built over 5 years. I've been streaming here on YouTube for 5 years now, and everything's built up in stages. I didn't just get this overnight, and I think that if you did get this overnight, it would be destined to fail. I feel like people that succeed with YouTube are people that grow on YouTube with their setup. So starting with nothing and slowly progressing to having what it works for you, right? That's what it's all about. So I'm going to show you guys around the whole setup right now, and we're just going to discuss some stuff, and hopefully by the end of this, you guys have got some ideas what you might want to get for your Christmas presents, or I don't know, whatever you want. It's so early for Christmas. Why am I talking about that? Let's not wish the year away. But let's start out with one of the things that when I first started YouTube, I didn't really take that much consideration of, and I didn't really think was that important, but now I totally do, and that is lights. Lighting in videos are so important. So now I have the best lights I've ever had and I'm so happy with them, and I could not be happier. And they actually come from Elgato. You guys know I'm an Elgato partner. They send me this stuff, and if I like it, I can tell you guys I like it. If I don't like it, I don't have to review it. So everything you're seeing today is stuff that I personally love. And this is the Elgato Key Light Air. They do a key light as well, but the Key Light Air is something that I think is just fantastic. These lights right here that you guys are looking at right now are something that I never actually dreamt of anything being able to do this, but it does. So I go on my phone, right? I go on my phone. There's the Disney castle right there. If you guys ever find this phone in the wild, it's mine. I go on my phone. I load up the Elgato app. You look at this. Look how dirty my phone is as well. You load up the Elgato app. It's super easy. And there's my key lights. Like, how easy is this? When I'm done with the stream, boom, it turns up. There you go, starting the stream, and I can change the contrast and the brightness of the entire setup and of the lights as well. It's just so hard to do it while I'm trying to look at my own reflection, but look at this. So I can change the lighting, the contrast, brightness, and turn them on and off via my phone. So it's super easy. When I wake up in the morning, ready to stream, just go on my phone, turn them on. I don't have to dig around the back of the setup like I used to. I don't have to turn anything on or off. They're just plugged into the walls, and then I use that app just to turn them on and off. Now, the reason why I use the app is because they connect up to Wi-Fi. Super simple to set up to the Wi-Fi as well. But my computer doesn't run off the same Wi-Fi network. It runs off the Ethernet network. So, if your computer runs off Wi-Fi, you can do it on there as well. There is an app on the computer that you can do that with, but I do it from my phone because it's super, super easy. The stands are really sturdy as well. That's one thing that everyone always says about these, and I'll back that up. The stands are super sturdy, and the key light airs, man. They're so, so good. Once again, I'll leave a link inside the description to every single product that we're going to be looking at throughout this tour, as well as of course, there's an Elgato link as well, because I am an Elgato partner. So you can click on that link, go and check out the range of Elgato products. Now, the next thing on this list today, and it's another Elgato product, by the way, but it's something that you guys are always like, wait, what? How do you do that? And it all comes down to the Elgato Stream Deck. That is right, the Stream Deck. This is something that is mainly for streamers, but you can use it as a YouTuber as well. In fact, we actually saw it. James Corden used the Stream Deck app the other day on his Late Late show on YouTube. But the Stream Deck is great for streamers and YouTubers as well, but I think as a streamer, it helps so much. This is the device that allows me to play perk jingles on stream. It allows me to get pop-ups like the like spike, the subscribe button. All stuff like that is completely built into this Stream Deck. So you can choose what it does on your stream. It can do anything. This allows me to change cameras as well. If you guys have ever watched the streams, I'll leave a little clip inside of this video right now that you guys are watching. You'll be able to see that I switch between the two cameras, and that's what the Stream Deck does. When I first got this, it took me a while to kind of go, okay, this is what I need with it. It's kind of the same thing that I was saying with the setup. The more you use this, the more you stream, the more things you realize that you need. So I know for 100% certain that I need a Stream Deck to play perk jingles, the like spikes, the subscribe button, and also changing the cameras. So that's mainly what I use it for, but so many other people use them for so many other different variants of stuff. And you guys can see kind of on the Stream Deck right there, in the top left corner, I've got record. That's actually hooked up to my Elgato. So I just click record whenever I'm in a game, and it will instantly start recording on the Elgato software, so I never lose any footage if something crazy happens inside of the game. So Stream Deck, honestly, one of the best purchases I've ever made for the streams. And yes, I bought that before I was sponsored by Elgato, and I recommend it to anyone. And they actually do different versions of it now. They do a bigger version if you need more buttons, or a smaller version if you just need a few. Honestly, I could probably get by with the smaller one, but this one works perfectly. So yeah, the Elgato Stream Deck is pretty big deal. I absolutely love it. Now moving on, you guys right now, I'm gonna price this up for you guys as well, because this is just, it still blows my mind. So this right now that you guys are seeing me in this little corner, this is our webcam. This is our Logitech C920, and the reason why I'm recording this on there, number one, practicality. It's already set up, super, super useful. And number two, I want to show you guys what you can do with a webcam that's only $60. That is right, this webcam is around $60. I bought this 5 years ago. It's never dropped in price. This was my first ever webcam on the computer, and it's still lasting today, still looking as brilliant as ever, but I have just upgraded this, so that's why I've now used two cameras on the stream. So when you guys see me bounce from camera to camera, I do this. I use this on my normal streams, and then when I bounce over to the donation view over on the other monitor, I then use my new camera that I've just bought. Now the difference doesn't look that crazy, right? Because this is such a good little webcam for you guys to check out. But I had to have it. I had to have the upgrade. And honestly, it does make a big difference. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think it looks great. And the reason why you can use this insane camera, this camera is the Sony a6400, by the way. This is, it's on the price year end. You can use any kind of good camera with the next piece of equipment I'm about to show you. But this is on a little bit of the pricey side. I will price stuff up to you guys. So, like I said, $60 webcam. This camera right here is around $800, $900. It's very expensive, and I don't think you need it at all if you're starting out a stream. But I thought, you know what, let me just throw it in. Let me show you guys what it is. And I've got a Sigma 16mm lens on there as well. I will be using this for vlogging too, so I can justify the purchase. But I think it's cool that I can bounce over. And the only reason that I can actually bounce over is that the HDMI input comes out of the Sony. Then it goes into a device that, once again, is built by Elgato, which is the Elgato Elgato Cam Link. It's a USB that plugs directly into your computer and goes into the camera, and that's how you're able to get a higher quality footage that's not just from a webcam. So pretty much, if you're starting out, you might already have a camera. They're compatible with GoPros, which is just insane. So if you guys have a GoPro, you can already stream and without buying a webcam. You just get the Elgato Cam Link and hook everything up. Super, super inventive thing from Elgato, and I cannot give it enough credit. It's so, so good. So there you go. So far, we've done lights, Stream Deck, and cameras. What have we got up next? Let's have a look at the PC itself. So, of course, with all setups, I have the consoles. I've got the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and a load of my old consoles as well. I love consoles. But with my processing of videos, when I'm making Mid-Bustin' Mondays, whenever I'm live streaming, or whenever I'm playing from a PC, it needs to be a good quality PC, right? So I personally got this custom built. I went to a place, and I said, hey, here's my budget. Throw in a load of stuff, and this is what I need it for. And they did an incredible job, so I'm very, very happy about that. But some of the stuff inside of the PC is what I want to show you guys today. So you guys always ask about my graphics card. I actually have the NVIDIA 1080 Ti. The reason why I have that, honestly, I'm not computer savvy. I know nothing about computers. I'm a little bit of an idiot when it comes to computers. But I went to an event with NVIDIA, and they gave me this before it was released, and it's still doing fine today. So NVIDIA 1080 Ti is my graphics card. And then inside of the PC, I actually have 2 capture cards, okay? Now, I have more capture cards, especially like the capture cards that I take to events and stuff like that, especially when we're not in pandemics. But the capture cards that I take to events, I take the HD60S, which is from Elgato, and then the 2 Elgatos that I've actually got into my PC, which are capture cards as well, is the HD60 Pro, which is the exact same as the HD60S, but it's inside of a PC. And I also have the 4K, the Elgato 4K. And I very rarely use the 4K, mainly because I don't have 4K monitors. I've not upgraded to that yet. Soon, I will be looking into that. Give me some recommendations inside of the comment section if you guys want to give me any recommendations at all when it comes to monitors. But I also think that not a lot of people watch content in 4K yet. It's kind of that stage where everyone still had big televisions and people were still doing stuff in HD. Not a lot of people were watching in 4K yet. But when they do, I'll be there, and I will be using the Elgato 4K a little bit more. But at the minute, always been using the HD60, or the HD60 Pro, and it is perfect. Absolutely perfect, and it's never broken on me, and it's just the bee's knees, to be quite honest. So, yeah, Elgato HD60 Pro. Now, the reason why you might see people with the normal Elgato, which came out a long time ago, is because it's cheaper. But there's a delay input. So with the HD60 Pro, there's no delay input. So if you're streaming from that, you don't have to alter any settings in your streaming software to make sure that you're reacting to the game at the same time as the things happening on the screen. So I always recommend the HD60 Pro if you want to put it inside of your PC, or the HD60S if you want to travel around with your stuff as well. And also, like I said before, we are doing a HD60S giveaway inside of this video as well. So that's pretty cool, right? But there's my capture cards, and inside of the PC out of the way, let's have a really cheeky look at the microphone. You guys always seem to ask about the microphone a lot, mainly because I feel like the microphone sounds a lot better than it actually is. So I've only ever had 2 microphones on YouTube, apart from the time that I used to use the microphone from my actual headset. So back in 2014, I got a Blue Snowball. And I thought Blue was pretty good. Blue Snowball is very much the cheaper end of getting a good microphone. So if you consider like a headset microphone, that's not good. That's old, right? Not old, but that's just not good. But if you look at actual microphones themselves, the Blue Snowball was like on the cheaper end. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. And it was good. It lasted the amount of time that I needed it for. Like I said before, your streaming setup will grow along with you. But the Blue Snowball definitely grew out of what I was doing quite early on. I think when I hit around 200k, I was like, okay, it's time for something a little bit better. It was a little bit tinny, a little bit raspy, not perfect. So I upgraded to the next one, which is the Blue Yeti, and the Blue Yeti has lasted me until now. Even right now, with the amount of 5 years on YouTube streaming, with the amount of 8 years on YouTube doing CodeNamePizza, I have the Blue Yeti still, and it is fantastic. It's great as a baseline thing out the box, but there's a few things that I do recommend you guys changing. So I use a piece of software called Voice Meter, and Voice Meter allows you to like change the treble, your bass, and stuff like that on the microphone. And personally for myself, I raise that bass just down a little bit, and it just brings out more of a radio kind of feel, and I like that inside of my videos, and also when I'm live streaming, I just like having that little bit of extra bass, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, the Blue Yeti, man, it's great, and you guys can see attached to the Blue Yeti right now, we got our microphone arm. I wish that I saved a link to this arm to send to you guys and put it inside the description. I have no idea what this arm is, but it is an arm beyond arms. I think it was around £50, so you're looking at around $70. But this arm is the best microphone arm I have ever had. I've had around 3 before this, and this is the bee's knees, y'all. It's got 3 joints. You don't really find 3 joints on microphone arms, so it means that I can have it plugged into my desk, and then it comes all the way over to this side, and it does the work absolutely perfectly. When I'm done with streaming for the day, I move it back over to near the window. Absolutely perfect, man. Great microphone arm. Good microphone. And one thing I always say to you guys, if you're ever needing to do a setup or anything like that, cable management. Cable management. Man, the amount of time that, I mean, look, my cables are not tidy right now. By any means, they're not tidy, but they do the job for me. If you look after your cables and have them all in the right positions, you can't go wrong. Cable management is what it's all about, and that's why I have the microphone cable going all the way down the microphone arm, just neat and tidy, not getting in anyone's way, right? So, there you go. May as well, right? Headset. What do I think about headsets? I think headsets really need to just feel good on your ears, so I just go for the one that feels good in my ears. I did have Turtle Beach, right? When you first started YouTube, Turtle Beach were massive, especially in the Xbox 360 days. Turtle Beach were great. And then they did a Turtle Beach Pro, which is like the black and orange ones. I thought they were a little bit bulky. They didn't really feel very nice, but these are quite cheap. Even though I didn't actually have to buy these got sent to me by HyperX. And HyperX, they're pretty reliable stuff. So these feel great, to be quite honest. So HyperX headphones all the way. I don't actually know how much these are. I think they're pretty cheap. I see a lot of people using these, and these have been great, especially on stuff like Warzone, and even on zombies. When I'm trying to find the final zombie in the map, super easy to figure out exactly where they are with these. So you can hear a lot of footsteps with these for sure. I actually have a few extra HyperX things inside of my setup. I have... You see, everything from HyperX that I've got is stuff that I really couldn't care less about. So, like the headset, as long as it feels nice, I have it. And the same with down here. With my keyboard and mouse, it's HyperX. They sent me them. I use them. The mouse is super comfortable. I don't need a fancy pants mouse because I only use the mouse to edit. I don't play with keyboard and mouse. So it doesn't bother me that these are quite, you know, quite on the cheaper side of mouse and keyboards. But they feel great and they light up. And this leads on to our next thing, I guess, which is our light up mouse pad. Man, this is our newest thing that I've added to the setup. And, dude, it makes a difference to the feel inside of this room. It just feels more like a gaming room, you know? I used to have a normal mouse mat that covered the whole thing, and it was just black. And that was cool. It hid the dirt and stuff. But this mouse mat, ever since I got this and it lights up, it feels good, man. What is this called? This is called the HCMan Mouse Pad. I will leave the link inside the description right now. But yeah, that's a mouse pad right there. I feel like we're all kind of done with everything on this front. Oh, monitors. Let's have a really quick chat about monitors. I did say before that I've not upgraded to 4K and my monitors are absolutely trash. But I will say is that this monitor right here underneath this camera has done very, very well for me. This is the AOC monitor. I've got 2 AOC monitors. One on the left, trash. Do not use it. It's so bad. I kind of cheaped out with that one. That's like the cheapest option of the AOC monitors. It was actually my first ever monitor, and then I broke the other one doing a moon speed run. A little bit of rage, but it's not that good. But this one's been fine, but I am ready for an upgrade. So if you guys ever want to give me some tips, I'm down for it. Let's have a look at some miscellaneous things around the room right now as well, because I have so much awesome stuff I want to show off to you guys. So first things first, my favorite thing in the entire room. Right to the right of me. I live stream all day, every day. I can just turn around, look at this. It instantly makes me feel happy. My favorite zombies map, fully signed poster, Shadows of Evil, signed by everybody at Treyarch. It makes me so happy that it's there. These were given away originally to the COD Endowment Fund. which is the Call of Duty charity. I'll also link their thing inside the description right now as well if you guys ever want to donate anything to the COD Endowment Fund. I think the money goes towards veterans. So this was given to everyone that pledged for that, but I had no idea that that even existed when I got this. I got this at 2016. My wife actually bought it off eBay for my birthday, and a guy who had a charity in the UK actually got this. So, and then he sent it me. So yeah, it's signed by everyone at Treyarch, and I absolutely love it, and I could not be more happy about it. It did actually arrive smashed. Not great, but we got it reframed, and that actually leads us on to our next thing that I'm going to show you guys, because something else inside of this room also arrived smashed, and that is this beautiful, beautiful Rave in the Redwoods poster signed by everybody at Infinity Ward. My Call of Duty collection is huge, by the way. I've got so much stuff to do with Call of Duty from all the devs and stuff like that, but this room is obviously just a setup room, so it's a necessities, right? All the stuff that I like to see every single day. And that's one of them. The Rave in the Redwoods poster signed by everyone at Treyarch, not Treyarch, IW. And then you go underneath that and you have an even better poster, man. The Beast from Beyond poster. Now, I was lucky enough to go out to that event. I actually went to both of those events, but I went to LA for that final DLC. And man, that was so fun. Hanging out with Lee Ross, talking about the DLC season, talking about the future of zombies and stuff like that was so much awesome. So yeah, that one's also signed by everyone at IW, which is really, really cool. And you guys can see what's next to that, right? The good old Juggernaut fridge. Now, the Juggernaut fridge, mine still works. A lot of people still say that theirs is completely broken. Mine works absolutely perfectly. But if we look inside of mine, so it's a controller graveyard, y'all. I go through a lot of controllers, and that's where the end of the life is inside of that jug fridge. I couldn't think of a better place to end your life, to be fair, inside of a jug fridge. So, GG's. And next to that as well, we've got some more cool stuff. I mean, I've got this Enderman right here. He's been on my setup for literally God knows how long. Literally, before I even started blowing up on YouTube or getting any success on YouTube, the Enderman stuck with me on my desk, so I just keep him around for safekeeping, you know. And a couple of, got Black Ops 2 right there as well, the Hardened Edition, and of course Ghosts Hardened Edition right there. Super Nintendo Classic, I play that a lot, so I have it on side of my setup, and yeah, pretty awesome, right? Now, one major thing, I can't believe it's gone this long inside of this video without talking about this one. One major thing in the setup that you guys like, pizza. How do you do that? Is, of course, our board that we write donations on, names of donators during live streams to say thank you for them donating, our donation board. Now, can I help you with getting one of these? No. This all stemmed from a picture. I can't find, if I can find the picture while editing, I'll put it up here. I don't think I will, but it stemmed from a bar that I was at in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Yes, the place where the office is supposed to be set. And I went there with my wife and my best friend and his girlfriend, and we were sat in a bar there called Poor Richard's. The one off the show, believe it or not, it actually exists. And there was this sign on the wall, and it said free beers tomorrow, and it's a classic sign, because it'll never change, and tomorrow never comes if the sign never changes, right? But it was a sign that was exactly the same as this board, but tiny. And I was like, I sent a picture of that to my dad, and I'm like, can we make this work as a backdrop? Because if you guys can go back to the old streams, like I'll put it inside of it here right now, you'll see that I used to just have wood behind me. And how I would love to have gone back and done a setup tour in there. But you look at that, it's just wood, right? And what happened with that wood? Well, that was actually the window of my office at my parents' house. So I had two rooms. I had a bedroom and I had an office attached to my bedroom at my parents' house. And that was the window of that room. So I would go to B&Q, which is like a home store here in the UK, get a giant piece of wood. Me and my dad would go out in the garden, cut it down to size, and place it on the window. And then we'd place it there, and then I could draw on it and say, like, write donation names on there as well to say thank you. And then when it was full, get rid of it and bring the new one in. And that's when I moved into this house. I sent that picture to my dad from that bar, and I was like, it's time. It's time. We need to actually make something that can be consistent and we can rub it off, and I don't need to go and buy a new plank of wood every month, you know? So that's what we ended up doing. Now, can I help you with this? I don't think so. If you want one, this seems like plastic with some lights around it. That's it. And I use these neon pens. These neon pens right here. Chocola. I am sure that's some kind of rip-off of Crayola, but Chocola from Amazon. That's it. And then right next to this, another amazing product from Elgato. Man, oh man, the quality build, or the build quality of this product blows me away. And I've not even able to use it inside of a live stream yet. And that is our green screen. Am I going out of focus? No, we're good. Our green screen. I've not used it yet because we have the board. So I'm going to start using it for videos. I really should have used it for this video, but I am going to start using it for videos. But this green screen, man, I've had 3 green screens, and this quality is insane. Like, you bring it up, it stays there, it's got fully loaded with springs in the back, you put it down. Literally, it could not be easier, and it's so good. The case is super sturdy. You can see my case is covered in splatters from the pens that I write on the board with. It just shows that it's sturdily made, man. It's dope, to be quite honest. And the green screens, they sell out all the time. Like, you're lucky if you can get one. So if you click the link inside the description later, click on that link for Elgato, and there's one there. Get it. But I doubt there's going to be one there. They sell out so quick. Every content creator has one of those, and if they've not got one, they're waiting for one because they're so good. There you go. There's everything inside of this setup. I hope I covered everything. If I didn't, please leave it inside the comment section and I will answer as many as possible. Put inside the check inside the description right now. Everything. I've got the Elgato link inside of there. I've got some other links to some other stuff. If you saw stuff in the video, it's there for you. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Man, oh man, I can't believe this video has been that long. Is it really been that crazy? I don't know. You guys have been asking it for so long. So, there you go. There's the setup. So I can't believe how long this has been. But there you go. Once again, this is gonna be there's gonna be a giveaway inside of this video as well. All you gotta do is make sure you've liked the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and just leave your whatever social media you have inside the description right now. Whether that be Instagram, Twitter, and then your handle, and then we will contact one of you guys, and you will win the Elgato HD60 Pro. No, HD60S, should I say, that they have very kindly offered to give away inside of this video. So, there you go. That is CodeNamePizza's 2020 setup tour, and let me know what you think about it. If you've got any questions, like I said, put it inside the comment section, and I'll try my hardest, my darndest, to to comment back to you guys. But there you go. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay cool, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, dudes.